Your city, your news. From the campus of the University of Nebraska at Omaha, this is the Omaha News. Brought to you by the students in the College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media.
The economy has seen its ups and downs over the last 8 years. How it affects the heartland? Straight ahead.
Also happening locally this hour, the Metropolitan Utilities District is under investigation by the Nebraska State Auditor's Office. The details are coming up. Good afternoon, I'm Laura Goodburn.
And thanks for joining us. I'm Chase Moffitt. The Metropolitan Utilities District is currently being investigated for alleged problems with their financial management. Nebraska State Auditor Mike Foley announced Tuesday that his office had begun a preview of MUD's practices last week. Foley said MUD's internal auditor, Kenneth McNary, notified his office of the alleged problems. At January's MUD board meeting, McNary handed the board members an 18-page document. Mary Matulka, an MUD spokeswoman, says the document has to do with billing, collections, and record-keeping of customer accounts.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha has named a new dean for the College of Education. Effective July 1st, 2009, the acting associate dean for the college, Dr. Nancy Edick, will begin her new position as dean. UNO's senior vice chancellor, Dr. Terry Hine, says the Dr. Edick ties to the UNO and the Omaha community with her outstanding track record as a teacher makes her the ideal person to lead the College of Education at this time.
College life can be tough for many people. Add in the extra expenses to that and it gets a little tougher. There are many ways to handle the problems of making ends meet during this time. Brandon Gleed has the story.
With the extra expenses that come from supplies and parking permits, it can be difficult for college students to make ends meet.
5 jobs currently.
I am financing my education at UNO using student loans exclusively. I do not have a job at all, just all student loans.
The decision to work or not affects more than just the amount of free time a student has to spend, but when he or she can take classes and when to do homework, and when to spend time with that special someone in their life.
One of my jobs, I can do my schoolwork while I'm there, depending on traffic flow, people coming in and out, so that helps out quite a bit.
I really wanted to make sure that I focused on the educational part of it and wasn't bogged down with school and work.
Advisors suggest working a minimum number of hours to be able to focus as much time as possible on schoolwork. They also suggest cutting expenses to lower the financial strain.
My grades might not be a whole lot better, but I feel that I have a lot more time to understand the material and to put out a better work.
There are many ways in which a college student can cut down on his or her expenses, such as applying for as many scholarships as possible or taking advantage of free transportation provided by the university. Reporting for the Omaha News, I'm Brandon Gleed.
To help cut down on expenses, it is recommended that students utilize the free shuttle service from Crossroads Mall. This service is free of charge and the student does not need to purchase a parking permit.
Congress has finally made a deal with President Barack Obama. The economic stimulus plan will be an agreement of $789 billion to create millions of jobs for our hurting nation. Obama could sign the bill within days. The bill includes help for victims of the recession in the form of food stamps, health coverage, unemployment benefits, and more. There will also be billions for states that face the prospect of making deep cuts within their own programs. As the unemployment rate reaches 7.6% in the United States, the highest in 16 years,
it can be difficult for those who are just starting out in the job market. Carrie Zom is live in the newsroom with the details. Carrie?
Thanks, Chase and Laura. It isn't going to be easy for college graduates to find jobs after graduation, but local employers and professionals are offering students some helpful information about how to go about finding jobs. Some college students are worried they won't make it in a depressing job market. It's tough to see opportunity on the horizon for Michaela Malinczak, a senior sociology major.
I would just say my biggest concern would be not finding a job.
Although unemployment rates are at an all-time high across the nation, some local employers are still holding job fairs in the metro area. The Project Economy Career Fair held at the Holiday Inn was packed with eager job seekers. Job fairs aren't the only thing to consider when searching for employment. Many colleges have career centers right here on campus.
Every day, students are walking in, alums are walking in and saying, I don't know what I'm going to do, the economy's bad.
The Career Center offers helpful tips.
Usually I always say, have your resume reviewed by somebody after you get it ready. Update it probably every 3 to 6 months within that first year.
Students can also use the web, but need to be cautious when doing so.
Monster and Career Builder and all of those sites, those are okay to search, but what I do want to recommend is when you search those huge national sites, go look at position descriptions and titles, but then go actually find the company and go to their websites instead of actually applying on Monster and Career Builder.
Students must also remember to remain professional when meeting a potential employer face-to-face.
A lot of employers come to us and say, you have awesome candidates, but we really would like them to improve their interview skills a little bit, so practice up on those.
Now, the Career Center also holds mock interviews to help students prepare for the talk with a potential employer. They say this is one of the most important skills you can utilize before going to the real thing. Reporting live for the Omaha News, I'm Carrie Zom.
Thanks, Carrie. Well, the numbers are up in Nebraska's unemployment rate, and as a result, there is an increase for individuals that are applying for financial aid, whether it's unemployment, welfare, or for food stamps.
Since the number of people that need aid is skyrocketing, nearly 4,000 more Nebraskans are learning that it's taking a month or two to receive their money. There aren't many businesses that can keep up in today's economy. However, there is one industry that has remained recession-proof. Danny O'Connell reports.
In today's economy, many Americans aren't dishing out their money on vacations or shopping, but they are spending it at the movies. And there's good reason for that.
When you have a lot of problems on your mind, a lot of time you want an escape. And movies are certainly an escape into another world, chance to walk in another person's shoes.
Weather may also be a factor.
People still need something to do, and they want to get out of the house, so it's really one of the most reasonable outlets, especially in the wintertime when, even though in the summertime that's when the blockbuster movies do really well, but in the winter you're not exactly going to hang out in the park, which is free.
So how do local theaters attract business in a recession?
As a corporate business, they offer promotions. Each day, except for Saturday, has some sort of promotion that we offer, discounted movie prices or discounted concession items.
This is not a new phenomenon. In 5 of the last 7 recessions, movie sales have gone up, mostly due to affordability.
Concerts, for example, they can be expensive. They can run up to $100 a ticket sometimes. And movie tickets, everyone complains about the prices, but if you think about it, it's a fairly cheap thing compared to some other options.
Airline ticket sales are down, department store profits are down. So where are people still spending their money? At the movies. For the Omaha News, I'm Danny O'Connell.
The film industry had a record-setting month in January when it totaled more than $1 billion in ticket sales. It finished out in 2008 with a 17% increase in attendance from a year earlier.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, a special time to tell that special someone how much you care. But it's also a time of expensive gifts and dinner. Ashley Gress has some inexpensive ideas on how to give your partner a romantic Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is often a time of lavish gifts and expensive dinners. But with the economy in recession, people don't have the means to spend money on a pricey holiday. Marriage therapist Adrienne Martin says that you don't necessarily have to spend money to have a great Valentine's Day, just as long as you spend quality time alone with your partner.
If you don't have enough funds to go for dinner, then go for a walk. Go somewhere where you can spend time together. You know, walk in the park, down by the river, you know, sitting watching the ducks.
Instead of expensive jewelry, how about a simple and romantic gesture or a homemade gift?
You know, just buy one thing. You know, for example, if you can't afford a bunch of flowers, then just buy one flower, just buy one rose, something like that, which is really cost effective, and present it in a way that shows that you're being thoughtful.
Minkelson's employee Corinne Bach says that everyone can make their partner a cute and creative gift.
This is just so darn cute, and what a nice gift for somebody. And you can make all of these gifts for less than $10. It's just amazing. You know, you don't have to spend an abundance of money.
Perhaps with a card that's got a handwritten message, you know, something that is personal to you. Because by giving part of yourself to your partner, you're kind of showing that you care about them.
No matter what you do for Valentine's Day or how much money you spend, it's important to remember that it's the thought that counts. For the Omaha News, I'm Ashley Gress.
If you choose to make your partner a gift for Valentine's Day but don't know where to start, just stop at any craft store and they will be more than willing to help you make a great gift that comes from the heart. And the digital transition is T-minus 6 days from happening. Are you ready? Most of the Omaha Metro is set to go.
If you still have rabbit ears on February 17th, some Omaha TV stations will disappear to you. We'll show you what options are available when we come back.
UNO Television. Students work with professionals who have all kinds of experience in the industry. Lights, camera, action. Literally.
Get paid while you learn more about the TV business.
Work on all kinds of productions.
My friends who worked on TV crew last semester are now working part-time at local stations.
Working on TV crew is a great experience.
UNO Television. Student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
Drugs, crime, prostitution, hunger. Visit yesomaha.org and donate to Youth Emergency Services. Help take homeless kids off the streets before something else does.
The switch from analog to digital television was initially set to take place within the next week. But last week, Congress voted to delay the conversion until June. Even so, at least 2 Omaha television stations will turn off their analog signals next week. Sarah Whaley has more on the conversion delay and reaction from Omahans.
I don't know why they think they need to make a date change. Just go ahead and do it.
The switch to all digital television is postponed. Congress approved an extension from the original February 17th deadline to June 12th. This when the agency backing the converter box coupons ran out of money.
It's been a long time. They've been advertising this for a while, so I think people should be ready by now.
It's really not a waiting period for them to just wait until June 12th. They still need to buy them now because their signal could potentially turn off February 17th.
For some viewers, this piece of equipment is key to watching their favorite shows without interruption. But for others, they're already prepared.
I have cable, so it's not a problem for me. My computer does have a digital tuner on it, so I'm ready in that aspect.
He's equipped for the DTV switch in multiple ways. Others are getting there, some lucky enough to still have those government coupons.
For me, it's no big deal. I've got the coupons, so it's not like I have to pay the full $50. They put a 30-day, expiration date on the coupons. I don't know why they felt like they needed an expiration date.
Where most of the people that are buying those things are adults, and we all work on timelines, so you have to get it done. If you're not ready by June 12th, you're not going to be ready at all.
So as of now, the mandatory switch to all digital TV is reset for Friday, June 12th. For the Omaha News, I'm Sarah Whaley.
The Best Buy near 75th and Dodge sees between 50 and 100 converter box customers per day. We're told their TV sales are on the rise and are expected to stay steady through June 12th. Crime is a growing problem for Omaha. According to the Omaha Police Department, crime has been on the rise for the last 10 years.
Coming up, we'll take a look at how one individual has made an impact on today's youth. You're watching the Omaha News on the Knowledge Network.
If your days get out of control, reset your attitude by setting your radio to KVNO, Classical 90.7. Discover your own personal oasis of serenity on KVNO, Classical 90.7.
Breathtaking, electrifying, inspiring. Award-winning documentaries produced by UNO Television offer you a window on the history of Omaha and the world. Beginning with the acclaimed 2-hour documentary on the history of Omaha, If These Walls Could Speak, UNO Television has developed a reputation for producing high-quality programs that explore, educate, and enlighten. These outstanding productions can be part of your home video collection. For information about purchasing VHS or DVD copies, call 554-2516 or visit our website at unotv.unomaha.edu.
Only one program has remained dedicated to examining all the information on issues that really matter to Nebraskans. Watch Consider This, a program produced by UNO Television to give you more information than your typical newscast.
Omaha has seen its fair share of violence in recent years. All too often, the victims and suspects have one thing in common: their age. As Jake Buckingham reports, there are programs out there to help curb youth violence.
Youth violence, it's a familiar problem, one that Omaha has been facing for many years. The solution, some say, is right in front of our eyes.
For the most part, a lot of them need discipline. They need to learn the art of boxing, which is an art. It teaches you patience and life, on the streets. It teaches you self-control with everyday life.
Reverend Servando Perales is talking about Omaha's youth. Perales turned his life around after being involved in gangs and drugs. He started the Victory Boxing Club in South Omaha.
How many group of kids just the other day on the news who smashed out a bunch? They're looking for something to do. They're bored to death. They're searching for a sense of belonging,
And for kids like Renee, the Victory Boxing Club provides a positive atmosphere and keeps them off the streets. For Bo Bomber, the workout isn't the only thing keeping him involved.
Coaches are awesome, amazing. It's a great place. It's a good workout, and they've got great morals. They've got a great ideal here, and it's good to be a part of that.
And it's with the art of boxing, Perales hopes, saves young teenagers from a life of crime.
We're still not making a dent in our crime in our city, so we absolutely need more. We're getting them as young as 10 years old here, implementing those values, those Christian values into them. And hopefully one day they'll be leaders in the community and not followers.
For the Omaha News, I'm Jake Buckingham.
The Victory Boxing Club is located at 3009 R Street. It's open Monday through Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. For more information on how you can get involved, give Reverend Servando Perales a phone call at 402-612-8491.
It's red, it's sentimental, it's vital. Your heart. February is National Heart Month.
1 in 3 people have heart disease and don't even know it. We'll show you how you can help prevent your heart conditions and help yourself as well as your family when the Omaha News returns.
Watch ICU Learning English on the Knowledge Network, Cox 17 and Quest 74.
Hey Maverick fans, keep up with the scores and activities of all your favorite Mavericks. Go to omavs.com to check the Mavs scoreboard and get the latest news about all the Maverick teams. Get live stats from the games you just can't make and read about all the action when the game is done. Check out the events calendar, sign up for text messages, or download a Maverick podcast. You can even order the coolest Maverick merchandise. You'll find it all at omavs.com. Go Mavs!
Your sweetheart might be on your mind this month, but your heart should get some attention too. Many people may be at risk for heart disease, and February is the month to remember your heart. While heart disease is typically found in older adults, that is changing now.
Our current generation of children may not outlive their parents.
Millions of Americans suffer from heart disease. Being informed is one way to avoid it.
I think probably the most important thing we need to think about in relation to heart disease is prevention.
February is National Heart Month. Throughout the month, people are encouraged to learn how to keep their heart healthy. Heart disease is the cause of 13% of our national deaths. Unfortunately, some of these heart disease cases could have been prevented by simple lifestyle changes. The things you need to watch out for are
your cholesterol level, your blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you're overweight or have obesity, and do you smoke, and do you have a sedentary lifestyle, or do you have exercise incorporated into your life?
Our habits as a society have contributed to the rise in heart disease.
Along the lines of cholesterol, is one of the things we're seeing emerging more as a risk factor is obesity. And obesity is an epidemic in our society, and not only in adults, but also in children.
Many people may have heart disease and may not even be aware of it.
If people don't go to regular visits, what will happen is that heart disease will progress, and it progresses quite silently, so people may not pick up on it until they actually have a heart attack.
After a heart event, the nurses at the Cardiac Rehab Center help patients get back on their feet.
We encourage and we try and get all the patients that we can to come into the outpatient cardiac rehab program.
On Valentine's Day, you may want to think about your heart as well as those you love. If you haven't seen your primary doctor in the last couple of years, you may want to make an appointment to have your cholesterol and blood pressure checked. Not only is February Heart Month, it's also Black History Month. We'll have more on that next week.
And we'll also bring you more on the DTV transition and how it's working out for the city of Omaha. And as a reminder, you can catch web extras at our website at the omahanews.com.
And for all of us here at the Omaha News, thanks for watching and have a great evening.